Welcome everybody to the next evolution of the blockchain industry. Now, before we get started, I want to make it very clear that I am an independent community builder providing this info to you purely for educational and informational purposes. This should not be considered any type of solicitation, investment, or financial advice, as I am not a financial advisor. Please consult with a qualified financial professional prior to making any decisions to get involved in both this opportunity or the industry as a whole. And by continuing to attend this meeting, it indicates that you accept these terms. All right, so now that we got the boring stuff out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, what is it? Second, who's behind it? 3, how does it work? 4, how do you get involved? 5, the question everyone loves to ask, what's in it for me, pal? And then 6, how real this opportunity is. So first, let's start with what is it? You have probably heard a few names here and there, may have seen a presentation or two. What this is this is a crypto community, but not just any crypto community. This is a community that has a powerful and innovative system that has been developed to provide incredible opportunities for the average Joe. So in other words, the average Joe can join this community, can leverage this powerful system, and then things start to get really fun. This is created by some of the most well-respected and influential people in the entire crypto and blockchain industry. So now that leads us to the point, well, who are these people? Who's behind it? An alliance of companies known as the Hypertech Group. The companies are Star Capital, Blockchain Global, Digital X, and Hcash Foundation. Now you're probably wondering, well, what have these guys accomplished over the years? Well, first of all, they have one of the longest standing track records in the industry today. These companies date back to 2014 and even before. They have over 6 years of experience in the industry doing a multitude of things. They have collectively invested hundreds of millions of dollars, the upward of $400 to $500 million in some of the most successful blockchain companies and crypto companies in the entire world. That's right. With some of the companies being Binance, Tron, BW, NEM. Many of these have achieved multi-billion-dollar market valuations. Some are worth hundreds of millions. All have achieved massive success. They have helped build these companies into what they are today. And over the time, they have invested in and own equity in more than 40 world-class crypto exchanges. And on top of that, they are developing incredible technology. And this technology is set to disrupt entire industries. And many, many credible people have noticed this as they are collaborating with multinational corporations and governments around the world. So some of the projects you might actually recognize, some of the things that they've worked with in the past. So many of these you may or may not know. Tron has achieved a multi-billion-dollar market valuation. It's one of the companies that they helped incubate, collaborate with. Power Ledger, $100 million mining company, one of the top 10 exchanges. They own 35%. Everyone knows Binance. What they have accomplished is absolutely tremendous. So now that you know who's behind this opportunity, you're probably wondering, well, how does this all work? So in the crypto and blockchain space, without a doubt, user acquisition, in other words, getting users to use your platform or your token, is the most expensive thing to do. And people in the crypto and blockchain space tens of millions of dollars to attract users to their projects. Now, with this system, they have it all. They have all the resources in the world, hundreds of millions of dollars, world-class companies, government support. They're able to leverage all of this and acquire the most innovative and powerful projects in the industry with the greatest potential. They're able to get these listed on big exchanges pretty much for free, since they own around 40 exchanges and equity in some of the largest ones out there. They're able to get massive media exposure through all the connections and the money that they have. But then most importantly, they're able to put us behind it, the hyper community, because, oh, of course, if you join the hyper community, you benefit as well. They make sure you get rewarded for being a part of the community. So what this does is a few very powerful things. First of all, it drastically lowers the cost of getting customers and getting people to join a platform, all right? Because this costs a lot of money to do. Getting users is really difficult. When you get a community, that is the cornerstone of success with any business. Zoom, why are we using Zoom right now? Because it has users. It's built a user base. Otherwise, it would cease to exist. Zoom stocks would be worthless. Same with Facebook. Facebook is successful because it has users. Users are the most important thing. Without users, you are useless. So by putting us in the equation and all the resources, they can take this portfolio of assets they have, these tokens that they launch and invest in, and increase the value of them, causing it to shoot up over time. And it creates a win-win situation where everyone benefits. And you'll learn more soon how you benefit as well. On top of this crypto portfolio, the Hypertech Group is developing a DeFi ecosystem. In other words, decentralized finance. So what is this? This essentially takes a multi-trillion-dollar industry and capitalizes on some of the most profitable industries out there, like social media, crypto mining, e-commerce, news, digital banking, financial technology. And they will take all of the problems in the industry today and improve them, expand on these industries, and on top of that, put it on the blockchain, decentralize it, make it unable to be censored. And what this does is this creates an ecosystem with 9 highly profitable apps. They all add value and they add additional revenue streams, and they also disrupt the industry as we know it. The opportunity is massive here, guys. Finance is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. But decentralized finance is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is brand new and the opportunity is ripe for the taking. This is the way that the future is going. Finance will go decentralized and we will be at the forefront of that. So now that you know how it all works, you're probably wondering, well, how do I get involved? You would be surprised how easy it is. What if I told you didn't have to learn signals, you don't have to learn how to trade, you don't have to learn how to do this, that, this. All you have to do, what if I told you all you had to do is download an app, register an account with the link that the person who invited you here gives you, deposit Tether or USDT into the app, purchase your membership. That's it. That's all you need to do. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, no problem. We have a step-by-step guide. You can swap it automatically on the fly, get in your account, purchase your membership. It's that easy. Deposit your crypto, register your account, boom, you're a member. You start benefiting the next day. It costs as little as $300 and you get anywhere from 0.5 to 1% per day in daily rewards. So that brings us back to the point, well, what's in it for me? Besides getting daily rewards from the massive growth of their tokens and also from the revenue they generate from this ecosystem, you'll also get access to this awesome community of like-minded individuals. You'll get the opportunity to learn as you go. But another very exciting thing as well, you'll get the opportunity to participate in exclusive private token pre-sales. Like I mentioned, these are for hand-picked projects. These are for the tokens they pick, invest in, and launch. You get the opportunity to buy them at the ground floor before they get listed on the big exchanges. Let me tell you how many members took advantage of this and got 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. It's been absolutely incredible what this can do for you if you're in the right place at the right time. So now I just want to show you a couple of things so you see just how real this opportunity is. So I'd like to introduce to you 2 individuals here, Mr. Sam Lee and Ryan Shu, the chairman and the founder of the Hypertech Group. So these guys have been interviewed by some of the most reputable media outlets out there, such as Sky News Australia, CNN, Microsoft, and they got their start actually back in 2009. They worked together for many years. You'll see Ryan here behind one of their secret Bitcoin mining farms, which they have multiple locations. And back when everybody was graduating high school, or maybe they didn't even know what Bitcoin was, they were mining tens of thousands of Bitcoin, and that is where their empire started. And over the years, that became hundreds of millions of dollars, and they built some of the most powerful companies that have been involved in just about every aspect of the blockchain and crypto industry today. They have bought a mining company for $100 million in cash back in 2017. They've collectively invested hundreds of millions of dollars and helped some of the biggest projects in crypto today succeed. And on top of that, they built very powerful government relationships along the way. I'd like to show you Sam Lee at one of their government-funded blockchain education centers with some of the most powerful people in the industry today. Like you'll see Sam with Mr. Zoran Dekanovic, the Montenegro Securities and Exchange Commission chairman, Mr. Marer, the president of Switzerland. That's right, having high-level dialogues about bringing education and empowerment to all of the globe. You'll see him here with Mr. Zoran Dekanovic, with the ambassador of Indonesia and minister of trade, with the prime minister and presidents of Pakistan, with the owner of a Russian government-owned bank, with the Australian government, with Mr. Siobo, the head of the Minister of Trade, with the Geneva delegation, Thai FinTech Association. Over the years, these guys have built massive government relationships. They've opened multiple fully regulated fiat to crypto exchanges in many emerging markets. And they have opened more than 13 government-funded blockchain education centers around the world. They've even established high-level, academic-level partnerships with some of the most prestigious universities out there today, such as Purdue University, Hong Kong Polytechnic, and Monash. Don't take my word for it. You'll find it all over the news. They have invested millions of dollars to establish partnerships and open the leading research and development institutes for blockchain technology. They even have formal endorsement by the Australian Trade and Investment Commission. These companies are some of the only companies that have a memorandum of understanding as a crypto company with the Australian government. You'll see in this official document from the Australian government, the very 4 companies behind the Hypertech Group. And don't just take my word for it. You do research on any of these 4 companies, you will find very, very reputable media outlets reporting about the outstanding things that they've accomplished over the years. Now, before we wrap this up, I want to talk about something very, very important here, guys. So remember how I told you you can get started for as little as $300. Well, what were to happen normally if you were to purchase a package is your 300 would get 0.5 to 1% in rewards every day until you achieved 600 or 2 times your package purchase price. Well, to celebrate the outstanding things that have happened in the community in the past months, even the past almost year now, because this is almost 1 year old, the Hyper community, we are celebrating and offering an exclusive promotion where you get the opportunity to get 3 times rewards all month. That's right. So if you were to get involved in the next, let's see what day it is today, I believe 24th. So we'll say the next 6 days before July 30th, you will get the opportunity to get 3 times rewards or 33% more. That is a massive difference. I definitely recommend you all join us this month and take advantage of this awesome opportunity.